If you love pineapples and have been wondering how else to inculcate them into your meals aside from just eating them plainly, let me share with you 3 recipes you can make using pineapples as the star ingredient in all recipes. The first recipe is a simple pineapple cake that can serve as the perfect dessert treat. And for this recipe, you'll be needing 2.5 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of melted butter, 3 eggs, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, a sprinkle of salt to taste, 1 cup of blended pineapple puree, and a dash of pineapple essence. Now start by prepping the pineapple. I'm taking my time to cut the pineapple in half and remove the flesh without hurting the outer part, because I'll be using the outer part as a serving bowl to serve one of the recipes we'll be making in today's video. But by all means, you don't have to be extra like me. You can just go ahead and peel the pineapple the normal way just to get out the flesh inside, okay? But I believe that this will be a great way to switch things up in your home and make things extra fancy, especially when it comes to serving up your meal. Anyways, moving right along. After scooping out the flesh of the pineapple, place it in a blender and blend until it is completely puree, and then set it off to the side afterwards. In the mixing bowl, crack open 3 eggs and whisk together to combine. Then add the melted butter, 1 cup of the pineapple puree, and then the sugar. Then mix everything well together to combine. Next up, add the dry ingredients, which consists of the flour, the baking powder and soda, nutmeg and cinnamon, and then a sprinkle of salt to taste. Then mix everything again one final time until it's well combined. But be careful not to overmix the batter, okay? Afterwards, bring in a baking pan that's lined with parchment paper and then pour the batter into the pan. Now you can top the batter with any toppings of your choice. I used raisins and coconut chips just to make things extra pretty. Then bake this in a 350 degrees preheated oven for about 40 to 45 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted at the center comes out very clean. When it's all baked, take it out of the oven and allow it to cool down completely before slicing into it, okay? You need to exercise that patience. The second recipe is a pineapple fried rice recipe that I'll be serving in a pineapple plate. Now this recipe was inspired by a similar dish I had on my last trip to Spain. In a pot on high heat, heat up some oil, then add some washed rice and toast it until it is nice and brown. This should take anywhere between 8 to 10 minutes, and I highly recommend this step because it's a total game changer in increasing or improving the flavor of the rice dish when you're done cooking it, and it also helps your rice dish last a whole lot longer. Next, add some pineapple juice, enough juice to cook the rice through. If you don't have enough pineapple juice, you can supplement with some coconut milk or some water. Now season this with some Knorr seasoning cubes, turmeric powder for some color and of course the flavor as well, some curry powder and some salt to taste. I also added some minced garlic and pepper at this time as well, just to improve the flavor of this dish. Then mix everything together to combine. Add some bay leaves, cover the pot and leave to cook until it is nice and tender. Meanwhile, we'll get started on the veggies. Heat up some oil in another pan and then add the onions, garlic and pepper and saute until it is nice and fragrant. This should take anywhere between 30 to 45 seconds. Then add the runner beans and then grab the vegetables and add to the pot except the cabbage. So I'm adding the carrots, the sweet corn, the green, red and yellow bell peppers, which I have all nicely diced. Season with some curry powder, thyme, cumin powder, some of that Knorr seasoning cube for that extra flavor goodness, and a little bit of oyster sauce and salt to taste. Mix everything together to combine and then leave to cook for about 1 to 2 minutes just to marry all of the ingredients together. When the rice is all done, take out the bay leaves, then transfer the cooked rice into the pot with the veggies and mix together to combine. Finally, add the cabbage and spring onions and mix one final time to combine. When it's all done, take the pot off the heat and serve in the pineapple bowl along with some meat pieces and fried plantains just to make this extra fancy. This is a meal that's definitely worthy of your dinner table, and I promise you that when you serve this dish in the pineapple bowl, anyone you serve it to will feel extra special. I know that I felt that way. The third recipe is a salad recipe because I doubt that this video can be complete without a salad. And the star of the dish again is going to be some pineapples. Just shred up some cabbage into tiny strips by following the flow of the pattern of the cabbage. Now, to be honest with you, you can pretty much use whatever vegetables you like to make your salad. I'm using some cabbage. I'm also going to be using some kale leaves, which I'm also nicely chopping up, and then I'll give it a good massage just to break it down slightly and make it more enjoyable. And then I'll dice up the pineapples. Now these pineapples will serve as a very nice sweetener for this salad, and I find that by adding some pineapples, I don't even need to use any form of salad dressing or salad cream. The sweetness of the pineapple just makes the salad very enjoyable. I'm also going to be dicing up some cucumbers as well and prepping all the other ingredients that I've been needing. Now to assemble the salad, just place all the vegetables in a bowl along with some carrots that I have nicely shredded and then some sweet corn as well that I got from the can. Of course, you'd add the diced pineapple and some cooked chicken pieces. Then mix everything together to combine. This is the definition of perfect balance between a sweet and a savory dish, and all the flavors just work perfectly well, I promise you. Trust me on this salad, guys. It is a total game changer. And for an even neater presentation, ensure that you pay extra attention to the layering at the top, especially if you're going to be serving this directly in the salad bowl. To be honest with you, you don't need a salad dressing for this salad, but if you want to use a salad dressing, by all means you can use any one of your choice, or even just a plain old mayonnaise. Okay, and that's pretty much all the recipes that I have to share using a pineapple. Now you know 3 recipes that you can make using a pineapple. Let me know if there's other ones you'd love me to try, and it will be my pleasure to try it out for you on the channel. Share this video with your family and friends if you know that they'll find it helpful, and I'll see you again with another mouth-watering and delicious recipe. Until then, take care.